A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to begin now. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to Education Today in the city of Agra, brought to you by Q&I Today. Q&I is a revolutionary education initiative by Thomson Digital, India's leading digital publishing solutions provider, founded by the promoters of India Today Group. Q&I is a conceptual breakthrough. It represents a paradigm shift in preparing students for competitive examinations from grades 8 to 12th. Education Today is a groundbreaking leadership event series that will traverse multiple cities across India, bringing together the brightest mind in education like you all. This unique initiative is designed to foster meaningful dialogue and collaboration around the evolving landscape of education in India. This is just not an event, it is a celebration of ideas, collaboration, and innovation. We are thrilled to have such a distinguished group of education leaders, innovators, and decision makers gathered here today. As we embark on this exciting journey, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible contributions each one of you has made to the field of education. Your dedication, passion, and commitment to nurturing young minds and shaping the future are truly inspiring. So, thank you very much. Well, we have a packed agenda ahead featuring engaging panel discussions, interactive sessions, and thought-provoking presentations, and a felicitation ceremony. We hope these sessions will spark new ideas and inspire you to take your initiatives to greater heights. I would also like to take this opportunity to mention that the entire event is being live streamed, so do share the link with your friends and family. Let's dive into the first segment, the first section of the day, which is the panel discussion. Now, before we start, let me introduce the panel discussion topic for today. It is Technology in Education, Shaping the Future of Learning. And we are honored to have an esteemed panel of speakers for this discussion. May I please invite Dr. Rupendra Kaur, Principal, Heritage Public School, to be a part of the panel. Welcome, ma'am. Mr. Sanjay Tomar, Chairman, Holy Public School. Ms. Gayatri Vaswani, Principal, AD International School. Mr. Puneet Vashisht, Principal, GD Goenka School. We have two more panelists, Dr. Jagdish Sharma, Principal, St. Vivekanand Public School, and Mr. Rajpal Singh Solanki, Managing Director, MS Public School. So Dr. Jagdish is on his way. He'll join us shortly. Meanwhile, I will be a moderator, and I look forward to having some insightful conversations with each one of you. Before I start, can we please have a huge round of applause for our panelists? All right, just to reiterate, the topic for today is Technology in Education, Shaping the Future of Learning. Once again, a very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the panel discussion for this evening. We have an incredible lineup of school principal and educators who will share their expertise and perspectives on how technology is transforming education. As we all know, technology has rapidly changed the way we live, work, and learn. Today's discussion will explore how these changes are shaping the future of education, the opportunities and challenges that come with integrating technology in the classroom, and what the future holds for our students and educators. So let's start. I want to ask my first question to Dr. Rupendra Kaur. So, ma'am, what trends and shifts do you see that are shaping the education landscape, especially in terms of AI and technology?
Good evening to everybody. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity with such a wonderful panelist over here and those who are having such a huge type of knowledge in that. So as you have asked me the question that how AI is just taking up, we are all know that we have a paradigm shift in education now, a huge paradigm shift, starting from the rote education towards the technology. And as we are seeing that the AI is also taking over all the human things. But I think so, and we have to enhance our basis on the technology. We should not replace it out. Because if we replace, then we'll be having so many negative things. Because if anything comes in, like AI tool is here, so they are having their pros also and they have the cons also. So we have to think that where are the pros and which are the cons. So we have to bother and see to it that both the things has to be taken into consideration because everything has that. And no doubt AI is doing a well thing, but it should not take out all the things which the human is taking out. It cannot replace the human, like the teachers which they are teaching inside the classroom. That cannot be taken over by AI. No doubt, AI is doing a good job. But if we are here, we have to see that we have to enhance ourselves, not replace ourselves. So I think in this way.
Right, thank you for sharing. And I think we all agree that technology is here to reinforce and enable us, not replace us.
Yeah, true.
Right. So my next question is to Mr. Sanjay. Sir, I want to know what steps should schools take to adapt to the rise of technology in education, and how can they leverage AI in their classroom?
A very good evening, all of you, and thank you very much, QI. सबसे पहले मैं AI का थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ करना चाहूँगा कि AI है क्या। आज की जनरेशन जो हमारे सामने जो बच्चे हैं वो टोटली AI पे ही डिपेंड हैं। हम लोगों को अब बहुत बदलाव करना है। अब ये समझ लिए AI का मतलब है कि बच्चों को अब एक पर्सनैलिटी डेवलप करना, प्रोसेस के लिए अच्छे टीचर्स आपको डेवलप करने पड़ेंगे। तीसरा, ये वो चीज़ है कि आप बच्चों में यदि हम प्रदान करते हैं AI, जो Q&I है, ये इतना फास्ट लर्निंग प्रोसेस है कि बच्चा जब पढ़ने किसी भी टाइम, किसी भी समय, किसी की जगह वो पढ़ सकता है। दूसरा, बच्चों को क्या पसंद है, किस तरह के क्वेश्चन पसंद हैं, वो रीड करता है, उसी तरह से वो क्वेश्चन आपको प्रदान कर लेता है, सामने रखता है। इसमें वर्किंग लोड टीचर का बहुत कम रहता है। ऑटोमेटिक जो है आपको बच्चों को जवाब मिल जाते हैं, आंसर मिल जाते हैं, करेक्ट आंसर मिल जाते हैं और सही इंफॉर्मेशन आपके सामने बच्चों के सामने मिलती है। तो ये लर्निंग प्रोसेस है। जैसे आप जानते हैं कि सभी CBSE स्कूल ने भी इसको इंट्रोड्यूस किया है और आगे वाले वर्ष में ये श्योर है कि AI पे ही हम लोगों को वर्क करना होगा, क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा कि जो कंप्यूटर हब अभी डेवलप हुआ है CBSE के अंदर, पूरे यूपी के अंदर एक कंप्यूटर हब बनाए और हर स्टेट के अंदर जिसमें बच्चे AI लर्निंग प्रोसेस सीखेंगे। तो उम्मीद है कि इस प्रोसेस को जो Q&I कर रही हैं, जो लर्निंग प्रोसेस का जो ऐप है और इनकी सुविधाएं हैं, और हम लोगों को भी इस तरह की चीज़ें बच्चों के अंदर इंट्रोड्यूस करनी पड़ेगी ताकि आगे वाले समय में बच्चों का भविष्य बहुत, क्योंकि आज के बच्चे बहुत तेज हैं, बहुत स्मार्ट हैं, हमसे एक कदम आगे हैं। आप जितना मोबाइल हम नहीं यूज़ करते, बच्चे उतनी जल्दी यूज़ कर लेते हैं। सारी चीज़ें, एक एक चीज़ों के बारे में जितने भी उनके ऐप्स होते हैं, इनकी एप्लीकेशन होती हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर होते हैं, वो जल्दी क्लिक करते हैं और वो बहुत कनेक्टेड रहते हैं। तो हम लोगों को आज के सिनेरियो में ये हमें सोचना पड़ेगा कि फ्यूचर में इस तरह के कार्यक्रम जो हों उस पर जरूर ध्यान देना चाहिए। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your thoughts. My next question is to Mr. Puneet. Sir, I want to understand, we've been constantly talking about this one-size-fits-all approach is not working. This needs to change, and personalization needs to come in the field of education. So my question, it's a twofold question for you. Why do you think personalization is important for students? Secondly, how can technology help us bring personalization into our classrooms for today?
Good evening, dear leaders and team QI. For me, because fortunately I come from IT background only, so for me the IT is on a lighter note. I may say this way: if anything we want to do, any process we want to complete, and if it takes 5 hours, 6 hours, it can fasten up to 3 minutes and 4 minutes. That is IT. If you want to do anything good in a life, even the classroom also. Even if anybody want to, on a lighter note, want to spoil in a 6 days, in a 6 years, it can do in a 6 hours also. As far as personalized learning is concerned, because when you go on an internet and search any video or any content related to anything, a number of videos will come. So when there is a involvement of AI, it naturally on the basis of your need, it will filter the videos, it will filter the content, and it will reach the specific to the child. Naturally, if the child want to do something wrong, accordingly it will play the videos and the content as per the need of the child. So this entire concept of AI again there will be a lot of invention in this also, like a lot of filtration can be included. Maybe the QI app already have these kind of constraints. Such contents will not reach to the child. Otherwise, it will, I'm not saying it will be the one of the app. It will be the only, it may be the one of the only app which can filter and which can basically stop the, irrelevant content to the child. That is basically, if it is going to be more specific, it is going to be more, to the child oriented. Naturally, it is going to help a lot to the students. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, sir. Truly, I mean, personalization is at the core of our philosophy, and it is truly important for it to come into our classrooms for today, because we all, I think, believe that every child is unique and they need to be taught at the level they are at. Right. So my next question is to Mr. Rajpal Singh Solanki, sir. So I want to understand, now with technology taking over traditional methods of education, how can we ensure that while students are learning with AI or technology, they can also acquire critical thinking and problem-solving abilities while building their technical skills?
थैंक यू मैम, आपने मुझे यहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी दी। पहले थोड़ा 1 मिनट में एआई पर लेना चाहता हूँ। हमारे सामने अधिकतर मैनेजर्स बैठते हैं, तो एआई का क्या फ़ायदा हुआ? हम लोग सीबीएसई के एप्लीकेशन डालते हैं और दूसरे दिन हमारे लिए मान्यता प्राप्त हो जाती है। इससे ज़्यादा हम लोगों को बेनिफिट क्या होगा एआई का? और दूसरा, आजकल जो डीएम साहब हमारे लिए सर्कुलर जारी करते हैं कि आज बरसात होने वाली है, आप ऑनलाइन क्लास चालू कर सकते हैं। तो आप लोग कितना ज़रूरत हो गई हम लोगों को क्लास में अपग्रेड करने के लिए कि टेक्नोलॉजी युक्त हम बच्चों को किस तरह सिखाएं कि जिससे विपरीत परिस्थितियों में हम बच्चों को आगे बढ़ाएं। आजकल आपने देखा होगा टेक्नोलॉजी बगैर हम लोग ना स्कूल को आगे बढ़ा सकते, अपग्रेड कर सकते, नहीं देश को अपग्रेड कर सकते हैं। तो टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे लिए सभी स्कूलों के लिए अति आवश्यक है और इसको बच्चों को जागरूक फैलाना। जैसे मैम ने कहा है कि हम टीचर्स का रिप्लेस नहीं है टेक्नोलॉजी। टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे लिए सुविधा है कि हम बच्चों को अपने स्कूल को किस तरह इंटीग्रेट करें और क्लासरूम को हम लोग किस तरह बच्चों के साथ संवाद करें स्कूल में। थैंक यू।
सही बात है सर, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I want to ask Gayatri ma'am. So, ma'am, what emerging technologies do you think are likely to have the biggest impact on education in the, I'm just going to take a moment to welcome Dr. Jagdish Sharma, Principal, St. Vivekanand Public School. He's joining the panel. Thank you for joining us, sir. So I'm just going to recap what we've discussed till now. our topic is technology in education, shaping the future of learning. अभी तक हमने panelists से ये बात कर ली कि टेक्नोलॉजी कैसे हमारी क्लासरूम्स में घुस गई है और हम उसे कैसे हमें कैसे एम्पावर और इनेबल कर रही है एंड एआई क्या रोल प्ले कर रहा है एंड व्हाई पर्सनलाइजेशन इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो मैं गायत्री मैम से ये पूछ रही थी कि what emerging technologies are likely to have the biggest impact on education in the next decade?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to draw the attention of the House to the most emerging technologies, that is virtual reality and augmented reality, that we are seeing nowadays being a big boom inside our classrooms. Secondly, robotics lab is one of the lab which every school is trying.
Hello.
Am I now audible? Okay, thank you. As I said, virtual reality and augmented reality are taking place into our classrooms, and moreover, every school is trying to set up one or the other robotics lab using AI only. These will be the further changes, and I do believe that blended learning will be a learning nowadays which teachers and students will be adopting in the real life classrooms. Because just teachers can't do everything, and just online learning cannot do anything. So blended learning will take place, collaborative learning approaches will take place, adaptive learning environments will be there, and of course 5G connectivity as of now would be there.
Thank you, ma'am. So, Dr. Jagdish, my next question is for you, sir. We've spoken about कैसे technology classrooms में teachers को support or help कर रहे हैं. I want to understand how can educators first of all stay updated with the latest technological advancements, and how can they incorporate them into their classrooms?
नमस्कार. एजुकेशन एंड टेक्नोलॉजी एक सिक्के के दो पहलू हैं. एजुकेशन बिना टेक्नोलॉजी के तो पूरा हो ही नहीं सकता, लेकिन टेक्नोलॉजी का जो इम्पैक्ट है इस समय जो एजुकेशन पे, इसमें हम टीचर्स और एजुकेटर्स को विशेष ध्यान देना होगा, क्योंकि बच्चों का जो लर्निंग स्टाइल है वो एकदम चेंज हो गया है. इसके लिए हमें बच्चों के जो ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज हैं उस पर इम्पैक्ट डालते हुए उसमें चेंज करना होगा, जिसके लिए हमारे जो रिसोर्स हैं, जो टीचर्स हैं, उनको प्रेजेंट टाइम के सिनेरियो के अकॉर्डिंग ट्रेंड करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. अगर वो ट्रेंड नहीं हुए तो हमारी एजुकेशन का जो टेक्नोलॉजी है उसका सही सदुपयोग नहीं हो पाएगा. तो मैं इस फॉर्म के माध्यम से यही कहना चाहूँगा कि जो एजुकेशन में चेंज हो रहा है, जो प्रेजेंट टाइम का सिनेरियो है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग टेक्नोलॉजिकल जितना भी चेंज है उसके लिए हम अपने टीचर्स को सबसे पहले ट्रेंड करें, और बच्चों को जो ह्यूमन रिसोर्स हैं उनकी जितनी भी मान्यता हैं उनको पूरा करने के लिए प्रेरित करें, तभी हम इसमें सक्सेस हो पाएंगे.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, sir. With मेरा एक आखिरी सवाल है ये सारे पैनलिस्ट से, आप में से जो भी इस सवाल का जवाब देना चाहे. एज एजुकेटर्स, एज स्कूल लीडर्स, आप लोग टेक्नोलॉजी की इम्पोर्टेंस समझते हैं. स्टूडेंट्स तो उनको जैसे ही कुछ नया मिलता है वो दे डाइव हेड फर्स्ट, बट क्या आपको लगता है एज पेरेंट्स वो इतनी जल्दी टेक्नोलॉजी को एक्सेप्ट कर पाते हैं? व्हाट हैज़ बीन योर एक्सपीरियंस, एंड आप लोग ने कैसे पेरेंट कम्युनिटी के साथ मिलके टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए एक्सेप्टेंस बढ़ाया? सो दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम योर एक्सपीरियंस.
See, technology, especially now parents, is not a challenge. They know better than the school teacher, the school management, the school principals. Now every child is having the mobile. More than the mobile, they have, even the TVs are the smart TVs. So they're also aware of everything what is happening in the industry. The biggest challenge which you're talking about, are the parents are going to accept any initiative of the school? Yes, they're accepting. We have taken one initiative recently we have shifted in our morning assembly, which we have been doing traditionally, on digital platform. It is an advantage for the parents. They can see the children live. Even the children, when they go back, they can see themselves, what is happening in this school, and they can correct also. But keeping everything in a loop still, there is a question again in the parents' mind as well as the school minds also, the misuse of the technology. Other day I was going through a news, I should not use the word, but still I will use, the digital rape is happening just because of Apple started, one device. So when these technology will reach up to that level, the challenge will start not only that much at home, in the school, rather it will increase more. So the acceptance at the parents' side is not a challenge. It is basically we, being a principals, being a management, we find difficulty sometimes. Like, will you believe in 2011 when we started the school, I put down and I said we will not give the internet in a school, which was suggested by most of the, the bodies, government and the CBSE. Because हमें पता था कि this is a big challenge. How we are going to monitor the students in a school? Even the smart class condition today, 20 years before, it was a dream for any school. But now, the smart classes become almost, antique piece in the classes. I may be wrong, but it is the reality. We again coming back to the traditional system of the teaching. Reason is, our children are assessed not on the basis of how much they know. They are assessed how much is the basically retention of the children. Kitna unhone ratta. Unless we, or higher end, the assessment pattern is changed, the QI kind of applications or other platforms will not be able to help the children and the parents. I hope I was able to clear whatever you wanted to know.
Even I want to add on, the most important example is of COVID time. When COVID started, the schools were shut down, they were not able to open it out. And at that time, we started online classes. So that was the challenge. At that time, nobody was knowing anything about that. Online classes, even the teachers were not knowing it, how we have to take it. But when they have started, parents are having the problems that I have only one phone and I have 3 students or 3 children are there, how I will manage the classes. But when they thought that, no, this is giving the benefits to them, they also accepted it. So I think this is the best example of the COVID time when the parents have accepted it out.
Sure. Right, ma'am. Thank you so much. So you wanted to share something?
पुनीत सर और मैम ने बहुत सही कहा है कि जो टेक्नोलॉजी स्टार्ट हुई थी वो कोविड टाइम से ही हो गई थी और आज की डेट में हम उसको भी आज की डेट में यूज़ कर रहे हैं, मगर ये एआई और अपडेट हो गया है। एआई आने से और चैलेंजेस सामने आ गए हैं और उनको एक्सेप्ट करना पेरेंट्स के लिए अब बहुत इजी हो गया है। एक नई टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है, 2 साल तक वो हैबिचुअल हैं इस चीज़ के कि हम लोगों ने, बच्चों ने किस तरह से मेहनत करके पढ़ाई कराई और उनको एक हैबिट भी है। आज की डेट में छोटी सी छुट्टी होती है या कोई बरसात होती है, तुरंत स्कूल जो है मोबाइल पे टीचिंग पे आ जाता है। मगर जो आज की हम बात करें इस प्लेटफॉर्म से, जो Q&I है, जो आपका बच्चों के लिए एक एप्लीकेशन तैयार किया है कि बच्चे सेल्फ स्टडी, अपना सेल्फ असेसमेंट, जिसमें बच्चों को क्या चाहिए, यदि आप खुद देखें, यदि मोबाइल पे आप कुछ एक वर्ड डालेंगे कि मुझे ये चाहिए, ये टॉपिक चाहिए, ये मुझे सपोज आपको कोई फंक्शन करना है, बर्थडे फंक्शन करना है या आपको मैरिज का अरेंजमेंट करना है, तो आप उस पर डाल देंगे तो तुरंत आपके पूरा प्रोग्राम आपके सामने आ जाएगा। एआई वो है। तो इस तरह से बच्चे के अंदर जो भी जिज्ञासा है, जो भी उसके अंदर सोचने की क्षमता है, या ये चाहता है कि मुझे ये चाहिए, वो कुछ पेरेंट्स से या टीचर से नहीं पूछ पाता, तो एआई पे जाके वो पूछ सकता है। तो आज की टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत फास्ट है और पेरेंट इसको बहुत सह दिल से स्वीकार करेगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, my esteemed dignitaries, what they shared just right now. But I just like to draw the attention of the House to one more important point, that technology is still a challenge in some rural based schools. it is not wholly accepted by the parents there. It is still a challenge. And as far as school management or the leadership is concerned, I do believe that technology driven classrooms must be there, and all technology जो हम उनको घर पे कराना चाहते हैं वो हम स्कूल में कराएं. It's probably a weak point which schools are not dealing nowadays, because generally it is very well accepted, the schools located in urban areas. But yes, the schools located in semi-urban areas or the rural backgrounds are still not technology equipped. They still do not, as ma'am said, एक 3 बच्चे हैं, एक ही phone है. This is the condition still today in India. What we are talking about. But yes, inside the school campus, we can give them a collaborative and a blended learning environment, which I believe should be done. Thank
हेलो हेलो, जैसा मैम ने बोला, रिमोट एरिया में जो पेरेंट्स हैं स्वीकार करने में अभी काफ़ी परेशानी है उनको. कोविड में उन्हें जाना है कि ऑनलाइन क्लास क्या होती हैं रिमोट एरिया में. अब जैसे पेरेंट्स हैं उन्हें जागरूक किया जाए स्कूल लेवल पर, तो वो इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं. जैसे हम लोग या रूरल रिमोट एरिया के स्कूल हैं वो ERP चलाते हैं और पेरेंट्स देखते हैं उस पर रिजल्ट, तो उन्हें काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है उनको पेरेंट्स को. तो ये भी एक चीज़ है कि हम बच्चे को फीस भी यहीं सबमिट कर रहे हैं, ऑनलाइन क्लास भी दे रहे हैं. लेकिन अभी चैलेंज है वहाँ, क्योंकि वहाँ रिमोट एरिया में क्या है कि जैसे आजकल सोशल मीडिया बच्चे चला रहे हैं, क्राइम बढ़ रहा है, तो उन्हें डर रहता है, फिर रहता है. इसके प्रति अगर जागरूकता चलेगी स्कूल लेवल पर तो ज़रूर वो इंटरेस्ट लेंगे. और आजकल का समय है डिजिटल बगैर कुछ नहीं है, आप लोग सब जानते हैं. ठीक है.
सो थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग योर थॉट्स. जैसे 2 चीज़ें जो मैं समझ पाई लार्जली थीम्स. एक चीज़ तो पेरेंट्स को जब किसी चीज़ का बेनिफिट और आउटकम इमीडिएटली दिखता है, बिकॉज उनके बच्चे इन्वॉल्व्ड हैं, इट्स ईजी टू अडेप्ट. सो वाइल थोड़ी बहुत रिलक्टेंस स्टार्टिंग में होती है, इफ़ दे अंडरस्टैंड कि वो चीज़ उनके बच्चे को कितना बेनिफिट करेगी, so it becomes easier for them to adapt and then provide it to their children as well. And मैम आपने दूसरी चीज़ जो बोली कि अगर वो चीज़ स्कूल में हो रही हो, बच्चे अपने दिन का 6 से 7 घंटा एटलीस्ट स्कूल में 6 to 7 hours स्कूल में बिता रहे हैं, इट्स अ मेजर चंक ऑफ देयर लाइफ, ऑफ देयर एवरी डे. तो वहाँ पे अगर उनको इन टेक्नोलॉजीज से एक्सपोज किया जा रहा है, प्लस आप लोग हैं बाउंड्रीज, सिक्योरिटी, सेफ्टी मेंटेन करने के लिए, तो एक चीज़ तो वो एक्सपोज हो रहे हैं, प्लस पेरेंट्स को फिर वो बेनिफिट दिखेगा. एंड आई थिंक दैट इज़ व्हेन अडॉप्शन विल एक्चुअली हैपन. एक्चुअल चेंज मेकिंग तो शायद आप लोग की तरफ से ही हो पाएगी. राइट. सो विद दैट वी कम टू द एंड ऑफ आवर पैनल डिस्कशन. लेकिन मैं अब ये आई वांट टू ओपन दिस पैनल डिस्कशन टू द ऑडियंस. अगर आप में से कोई हमारे पैनलिस्ट से कोई सवाल पूछना चाहता है तो प्लीज़ फील फ्री and anyone of you can take it. So can I please ask my team to be on the floor and help with the mics? All right. So please feel free. आप में से कोई कुछ पूछना चाहता है, we all would love to answer.
I just wanted to ask, when you're adopting a technology solution in your school, what are the key considerations before you adopt that solution?
See, for parent perspective, the cost, like if anything, like if you talk about the QI, and off the backstage I was talking to one of the member of QI, and I was very happy to see the cost is not that much the product nowadays in market available. The best part with this application, which I'm not sure, the way I was told, the best faculty, because if you talk about in Agra may have the best faculty, but may not be in Hathras, may not be in Sasni, maybe not the remote areas, but we can have the access of the faculty, those are available in Delhi or Bangalore through this app. So this is the biggest advantage of this app, and when it is going to in the range of the parents, because we have all category of the school who is charging 1,000 rupees per month, and the school is charging 20,000 rupees per month also. So if the app cost price is in the range of the parent, naturally this is the main consideration. Second, it should not disturb, it should not change the style of the teaching in a class. Because what is happening nowadays as a school owners and the principal, we also want our children should go to the competitive classes. But difficulty ये होती है कि जब बच्चे वहाँ से भागना शुरू कर देते हैं. They go to the coaching institute and they run away, they leave the school and they join the dummy schools. That is why, as a principal, I avoid meeting any product which is coming with reference to the coaching, with reference to basically the competitive exam. And this online stuff, if this online stuff QI can help, and I hope it will help, naturally, this problem is going to be solved for all of us. I hope with the same concern we all principals have. We want to retain our children in the school. We also want to teach the children, rather we promote the competitive institute and the coaching centers in our city. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. I hope the question is
yes,
answered. Before I proceed, I have a small request. Kindly keep your phones on silent. We want all of you all to be a part of this discussion. So I have a request, please keep your phones on silent. To everyone, even the team on ground, thank you. And I think it's very simple. While we have identified the problem, hum problem samajh gaye, but I think solutions also within. It's about building a great value system in our children. And second is, as parents, we have to be truly involved in their whole learning journey. I think all our panelists and our audience agrees. That is where I think the change will occur. So thank you for your question, sir. Thank you for your thoughts. To each and everyone for sharing your thoughts and stories and examples. With that, panel discussion samapt hua. Thank you all for your questions and engagement. And a big thank you to all our panelists for sharing your insights, your experiences, and to our audience for their participation. Well, it's clear that technology is here to stay. The question is not whether we will change or we won't. The question is how fast and how soon can we adapt. Technology has the potential to revolutionize education, but it requires careful implementation, responsible and continuous adaptation, while building a great value system in all our communities, students, parents, and involving each and every stakeholder. So once again, thank you very much, and together, right, we will celebrate the technology and calibrate the technology. And together we can shape a future where technology enhances learning for the students, parents, and for educators and school leaders like you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, thank you to our audience and our panelists. Discussion काफी अच्छा और थोड़ा लंबा भी चला. तो how about we take a small break? एक छोटा सा break ले लेते हैं, and we will reconvene in 30 minutes. So let's use this opportunity to speak with each other, discuss ideas, network, and have some refreshments. So just a 30-minute break, and then we'll reconvene for a very, yes. Audience would not like a break? So I believe event बहुत अच्छा जा रहा है, सबको बहुत मजा आ रहा है. All right, so excited to move into this segment, which speaks directly to the heart of innovation and progress in education. At Q&I, we believe in the power of personalization and the transformative impact of adaptive learning. Q&I is a bridge that connects students to their fullest potential. It creates an environment where every student can thrive, regardless of their starting point. In a world where technology is reshaping every aspect of our life, education cannot afford to stand still. And that is what we discussed right now. So the next segment is Q&I presentation. And it is not an invitation to just hear, but it is an invitation to imagine how we as educators can harness technological advancements to make learning more engaging, more effective, and more meaningful for our students. I invite you, Ori. Now may I please take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Anurag Chandra, who's the head of product and business operations at Q&I Today. Mr. Chandra is an alumnus of IIT Kanpur with around 20 years of experience in the education space. He has authored several academic books for JEE and a bestseller fiction titled The Ramayana Secret in 2018. He comes with comprehensive experience in several top edtech companies in different roles in content, product, and business. Now, Mr. Chandra, over to you.
Thank you, Shreya. Good evening, educators. And I was sitting here and enjoying the discussion that we just had, and it was very heartening to know that educators like you are trying your ways to actually implement technology in the school system, and also open to trying out new technologies and also getting the students and the parents on board to implement these solutions. What we are going to present here in the next 15-20 minutes is a brief overview of the initiatives that we, Q&I as an organization is taking. और हम यहाँ पे आप लोगों को just introduce करना चाहते हैं उन चीज़ों के बारे में जो हम बच्चों के लिए हम लोगों ने initiatives recent past में लिया है. So the content of the presentation will be brief, and I will then open the forum to seek more participation from you to understand your needs, क्योंकि हम लोग जो solutions बना रहे हैं बच्चों के लिए बना रहे हैं, and it will be very, very important for us to take away some of the insights that you may have that we can take back and implement in the solutions that we are developing. To brief you, before we begin about talking about the program and the initiative, we also want to talk about the organization, how, from where we are coming, the background of us. Q&I is a part of Thomson Digital. Thomson Digital has been into providing content and technology solutions to global publishers like Pearson, McGraw-Hill, Oxford University Press. So we have been providing content and technology solutions to these global publishers over the last 5 decades. 50 सालों से हम लोग scientific, technical, educational community को services provide कर रहे हैं, but it is at a global level. Last 3-4 years में we wanted to bring out some initiatives for our own country, especially in the K-12 education segment. तो हम लोगों ने जब K-12 में शुरू करा अपना काम, तो the first thing was to do research on what is happening in the edtech space in India, education space in India. And we saw that there were lots of players already in the market providing lots of solutions. तो हमने फिर ये देखने की कोशिश करी कि actually problem है कहाँ. हमने जब research किया, तो हमने ये देखा कि the most important aspect of education is the school. बच्चे तो end user हैं, but delivery through school is the most important thing. But the challenge दिख रहा था, especially in the grades 11th and 12th higher examination, competitive examination segment में, which I think sir was talking about the coaching programs and such, we call them after school programs. It could be an online program, a coaching program, any such program. हम लोगों ने ये observe किया कि both school and these after school programs, they have their own intent, they have their own objectives, but probably they are in an anti-parallel direction. They are working in an anti-parallel direction. मतलब दोनों चीजें तो provide कर रहे हैं, but शायद एक disconnect है. Because the school is mandated to work on the holistic development of the child. The school's focus is academic success and board. The school's focus is on implementing new technology, which actually benefits the child in improving their learning skills. इन सब चीजों पे school work कर रहा है. School provides a safe and sanitized environment for the kids. लेकिन ये जो आफ्टर स्कूल प्रोग्राम्स हैं उनका मेजर फोकस कंपटीशन सक्सेस पे होता है. उनके स्टैंड असेसमेंट्स जो होते हैं ट्रीट किया जाता है. सो इन अ ग्रुप एवरीबडी इज ट्रीटेड द सेम वे एंड ओनली द बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग स्टूडेंट्स आर एबल टू कोप अप. बाकी बच्चों पे ध्यान नहीं दिया जाता है. दे हैव अ मिक्स ऑफ स्टार एंड रेगुलर टीचर्स, अनलाइक स्कूल जहाँ जो भी टीचर आता है वो एक ट्रेंड मैकेनिज्म से आता है. दे आर सर्टिफाइड, दे आर ट्रेंड. जबकि इन आफ्टर स्कूल प्रोग्राम्स में देयर इज नो सच मैंडेट. कोई भी पढ़ा सकता है. So that is a problem, क्योंकि वहाँ बच्चों की जो ग्रोथ होनी चाहिए सोशल या मेंटल, उस चीज पे फोकस नहीं रह पाता है. नतीजा क्या होता है? बिकॉज वी नाउ हैव 2 पैरेलल systems of education, especially for these higher grades. Problem ये होती है कि कई बच्चे post their class 10th results, they move out of regular school because of the overload that is happening because of these examination preparations. As much as 20%. जितने बच्चे 10th के बाद छोड़ते हैं पढ़ाई रेगुलर स्कूल को, उसमें 20% सिर्फ इसलिए छोड़ते हैं क्योंकि उनको कंपटीशन एग्जाम की तैयारी करनी. What that leads to is lack of overall personality growth, social growth. और उसके बाद कई चीजें उसके aftermath में होती हैं that we keep reading about in newspapers and news channels as well, about how the children, because of academic stress and academic load, are not able to cope up and they take extreme steps as well. So this is one major challenge that we face as a society overall. So because of that parallel learning structure that we have created, हमें मिलता क्या है? हमें मिलता है एक competing program. Although दोनों का intent academic success है, पर वो disconnected होता है. A one size fits all जहाँ पे lower performing students को कोई सुनने वाला नहीं है. And an unregulated learning environment. School में बच्चा 10-12 साल से पढ़ रहा है. The teachers know that child, it's a safe environment, but we let them go outside to prepare for these examinations. So that is unregulated. What we actually need is a program that complements the school education. Complements का मतलब 75-80% or probably 90% in some cases, in exams के जो syllabus होते हैं, curriculum, it aligns with the 11th or 12th का syllabus also, right? And that is something that we are already giving in the school. So why not complement जो school already आपको provide कर रहा है? Probably 20-30% का gap है. करिकुलम पढ़ाने के बाद, कॉन्सेप्ट समझाने के बाद उसको अप्लाई कैसे करना है, पैटर्न ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन एग्जाम का डिफरेंट है, इसलिए स्कूल में वो चीज नहीं मिल रही. बट इफ यू कैन प्लग दैट गैप विद इन स्कूल, तो स्कूल ही कंप्लीट सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइड करने लगेगा. सो दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी नीड. Again, individual student focus. With the advent of technology, obviously, a lot of it has been into the administrative space. ERP वगैरह काफी आ गए हैं, which has helped you unburden, which has helped the school unburden itself from the administrative tasks, better management of the school. But academic solution अगर हम लाएंगे तो हम individual student focus भी कर पाएंगे. And that is something that we have tried to come up with, and we are very excited to share that story on कैसे हम लोग individual student को focus कर पाते हैं हमारे solution और program के through. And the third is because we feel that school is the primary place जहाँ पे बच्चों को शिक्षा मिलती है, वहीं पे मिलनी चाहिए. तो अगर हम स्कूल में कोई सोल्यूशन इम्पार्ट कर पाएं विथ द स्कूल, इन कोलैबोरेशन विद द स्कूल, तो बच्चे को सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी इज आल्सो टेकन केयर ऑफ, व्हिच इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नीड. क्योंकि बच्चा अगर सेफ सिक्योर्ड रहेगा, पेरेंट्स के लिए भी वो बेटर है, और बच्चा भी अपना ऑप्टिमम परफॉर्मेंस दे पाएगा इन एग्जाम्स में या फॉर एनी चैलेंज इन देयर लाइव्स अहेड. तो इन सब चीजों को देखते हुए वी फिगर्ड आउट द प्रॉब्लम. द प्रॉब्लम वाज दैट पैरेलल लर्निंग स्ट्रक्चर बीइंग क्रिएटेड. And the solution was to bring about personalization, individual focus, and complementing the existing school system. इस चीज को ध्यान में रख के Q&I ने एक solution बनाया है. It works in tandem with the school, and there are 4 elements to this solution. The first element is the seamlessly integrated learning program that we have developed, which is to ensure school success or the student success in both board and competition. We, unlike the other after school programs या coaching programs, we are not imparting coaching at centers. हम आगरा में आकर अगर स्कूल के साथ वर्क कर रहे हैं तो इट्स नॉट विद द ऑब्जेक्टिव कि हम बाहर एक सेंटर भी डालेंगे जहाँ पे बच्चों को हम बुलाएंगे. वो हमारा इंटेंट है ही नहीं. हमारा इंटेंट है कि स्कूल को जहाँ रिक्वायरमेंट है, जो उस गैप को ब्रिज करने की, हम सिर्फ वो फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करेंगे विद द स्कूल. तो हमारा सोल्यूशन जो है वो सीमलेसली इंटीग्रेट होता है. मतलब आपके जो, जैसे आई थिंक आई हर्ड इन द पैनल डिस्कशन ऑल्सो, सर ने ये बताया था कि कॉस्ट के साथ साथ आपकी टीचिंग मेथड या जो स्कूल में प्रोग्राम चल रहा है, जब मेथड से हम लोग बच्चों को अभी पढ़ा रहे हैं, उसमें मेजर बदलाव नहीं होना चाहिए. तो जो इंटीग्रेशन हम कह रहे हैं, इंटीग्रेशन बेसिकली इज अडॉप्टिंग एन एकेडमिक प्लान दैट इज इन सिंक विद द स्कूल. तो हमारी टीम जैसे आज से, अगर हम लोग अप्रैल में प्रोग्राम इंप्लीमेंट करने वाले हैं, आज से हम लोग पहले तो समझेंगे कि आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, एंड ओवर द नेक्स्ट 3-4 months हम लोग बिल्ड करेंगे एक कस्टमाइज्ड लर्निंग जर्नी, लर्निंग प्लान, एकेडमिक प्लान, which is going to suit your students. So that is how we make it seamlessly integrating, and not just कि हमने एक प्रोग्राम यहाँ स्टार्ट कर दिया. The second element is the personalized attention that we give to the student, and this is where the adaptive platform, the AI-powered adaptive platform that we have developed comes into picture. उसके बारे में मैं brief overview दूंगा क्योंकि अभी डिटेल में नहीं जा सकते, but post this meeting next week probably I will my team would connect with all of you and take time from your busy schedules. तो आपको डिटेल में how the program works, कैसे academic journey plan होती है, we will talk about that as well. So for now we will give you a brief on how that personalized attention is given to the students. The third is because this program is implemented within school, say, and within the school hours, तो ये एक बच्चों को safe and secured environment देता है. The content and the teaching that we are imparting, the teachers that we have got, again, are experienced in this domain. They come through a rigorous process. They are system certified. Thomson Digital 50 साल पुरानी कंपनी है. हमारे प्रोसेसेस काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग और स्ट्रक्चर्ड हैं. अनलाइक जो नए प्रोग्राम्स आते हैं, न्यू कंपनीज आर फॉर्म्ड, जो स्टार्टअप्स होती हैं, वी हैव बीन इनटू द स्पेस फॉर लास्ट 50 years. तो हमारे जो प्रोसेसेस बहुत अच्छे से, पॉलिसीज अच्छे से बनी हुई हैं. सो वी टेक केयर कि हमारी जो क्वालिटी है कंटेंट और टीचिंग की, दैट इज एज पर अ प्रोसेस ड्रिवन है. And the fourth thing is reducing the burden and providing an opportunity to upskill the school teachers as well. क्योंकि जब हम स्कूल में ले आ रहे हैं, obviously you have the school teachers. ये क्वेश्चन भी दिमाग में आएगा कि फिर अगर आप ही पढ़ाओगे तो मेरे टीचर्स क्या करेंगे. The teachers are indispensable. उनको रिप्लेस नहीं किया जा सकता है. हम उनको वो चीज़ें, वो टूल्स, वो पावर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं जिससे उनकी टीचिंग रेनफोर्स हो. तो जो हमारे टीचर्स स्कूल में रहेंगे, उनके साथ हम लोग कोलैबोरेट करेंगे. There are certain roles and responsibilities जो वो लेंगे, and there are certain roles and responsibilities जो हम लेंगे, aiming at the child's success. So we will work that out. We have a devised plan for that as well. Reduced burden कैसे होगा? Because of the power of the data that we will have. हमारा जो Q&I platform है, adaptive platform है, उससे हम काफ़ी data generate करते हैं. With every homework, with every assessment, every test that the child is taking, हमारे पास data आता है. उस डेटा से हम ये पता कर पाते हैं कि बच्चे की लर्निंग में गैप्स कहाँ कहाँ हैं. उसकी लर्निंग स्किल, जनरली हम लोग बात करते हैं जब कि आप कोई टेस्ट ऑनलाइन प्रोग्राम में दे दो या कहीं पे भी टेस्ट दे दो, हम क्या मेजर करते हैं? हम उस बच्चे की एक्यूरेसी मेजर करते हैं. हम उसको 50 सवाल देते हैं, अगर 40 सही कर दिया तो हम कहते हैं 80% आपके आ गए. बट दैट इज जस्ट वन पार्ट ऑफ हिज लर्निंग स्किल. हम जब ये टेक्नोलॉजी सोल्यूशन लाते हैं जो पावर AI का है, उससे हमें बच्चे की लर्निंग गैप्स एंड कोर लर्निंग गैप्स पता चलती हैं. क्या वो बच्चा इंफॉर्मेशन इवैल्यूएट कर पा रहा है? क्या वो बच्चा कॉन्सेप्ट को अप्लाई कर पा रहा है? क्या उस बच्चा उस कॉन्सेप्ट को या क्वेश्चन को समझ पा रहा है, कॉम्प्रिहेंड कर पा रहा है? सो ऑल दीज आर कोर लर्निंग स्किल्स जो हम लोग डेटा के थ्रू समझते हैं. तो जो टीचर्स हैं उनके पास बहुत क्रिस्प अंदाज में, समरी रिपोर्ट के अंदाज में हर बच्चे की स्ट्रेंथ, वीकनेस, अपॉर्चुनिटी और हर्डल, जिसको हम लोग कॉर्पोरेट टर्म्स में या मैनेजमेंट टर्म्स में स्वॉट एनालिसिस कहते हैं, वो स्वॉट एनालिसिस टीचर्स के पास रहती है. तो विदाउट टेकिंग द टेस्ट, जो टीचर्स हमारे स्कूल में, दे गेट टू नो कि उनके बच्चे, उनकी क्लास कहाँ स्टैंड कर रही है. एंड दैट वुड ऑल्सो सर्व द पर्पस फॉर स्कूल लीडर्स लाइक यू. आपके पास एक डैशबोर्ड है, एट द क्लिक ऑफ अ बटन यू नो कि आपके बच्चे कहाँ प्रोग्रेस कर रहे हैं, कहाँ उनको मदद की जरूरत है. एंड देन वी आर देयर टू टेक केयर ऑफ इट, plug in those gaps, and that is why we are here. So that will reduce the burden that you have on your teachers in terms of providing homework, tests, assessments, and the feedback that has to be provided. And because the program is implemented in your school, we give the opportunity to your teachers also. Agar unko bhi upskill karna hai for these part of the fee, probably that is state-bound legislation jahan aap fee nahi badha sakte ho. So this program, and also obviously not all students may opt for it. Not all students would be ready to appear in these competitive examinations. So the mode that we apply, I mean, there are different modes. Sometimes the schools also opt for it. So we have certain schools jahan school pay karta hai. ऐसे भी examples है जहाँ school partly bear करता है. And there are places जहाँ schools collaborate करके parents को ये बताता है कि we are endorsing the program. हमारी team जाके present करती है to the parents and the students, like ma'am was saying कि हम लोग educators के लिए तो कर रहे हैं, बच्चों के लिए कब करेंगे? तो हमारा next event जो आगरा में है वो बच्चों के लिए होगा, with the parents, because they are also primary stakeholders. तो जो तीसरा model है, yes, you can mandate it if you can introduce it as part of the fee, if it is over. So these are the 4 elements. So we'll just get back to the presentation once again. So we have these 4 elements that are there as part of the program. And when we are talking about implementation of the program, it should have clearly defined tangible outcomes also. So we make sure that at the end of the program, we have these parameters or these key metrics of success guaranteed, which is improved results and higher student retention, especially for grades post class 10th. Adoption of technology to stand out from the competition. So you should have a seamlessly integrated technology solution. तो ऐसा solution नहीं होना चाहिए जो स्कूल से disconnected वहाँ चल रहा हो और optional. अगर हम लोग adopt करें किसी solution को school system में perfectly ताकि उनका academic journey, academic plan भी disturb ना हो, that is how you can mandate or probably make it more universal within the school, even if it is optional. And the third is to attract new admissions. Obviously, with improved results, improved or a better technology implemented within the school, it's going to attract new admissions. So we are very sensitive to the fact that when we introduce a program in the school, these are the key parameters that we have to address from the perspective of the school leaders as well. After talking about the elements, the key elements of the program, we will touch base on how we are actually executing the whole learning cycle. So when we begin or we want to improve the learning outcomes, the learning cycle has to be completed, because end to end जब तक हम लोग complete नहीं करेंगे, figure out the gaps, assess the child, provide the remedial actions and then move ahead, तब तक वो learning program कभी भी successful नहीं होगा. And this is something that we focus on. The key elements, जब हम program start करते हैं, we conduct a diagnostic test for the students. Diagnostic test क्या होता है? When we begin a program, when we are about to begin a program, there are obviously going to be some gaps in the learning of the child. Different kids, different children will stand at different levels. हर बच्चा अलग और unique होता है. तो diagnostic test के through हम सबसे पहले ये पता करते हैं कि बच्चे का current level क्या है. Once we assess that, we introduce a bridge course. A bridge course that is based on the prerequisite skills that are required for this course. वो 21 दिन का एक defined course होता है, and then we bring in the students, make them come to speed with the prerequisite concepts before we actually begin the academic program. So the first step is that we introduce the diagnostic test, we figure out what are the gaps at a prerequisite level, एक bridge course करते हैं जिससे बच्चे up to par आ जाएं real academic program start होने के पहले. The learning that will happen within school. School timings में होगी और उसका दो mode होगा. एक mode होता है on site, where our teachers are going to physically stay within the school campus and they are going to stay there 6 days a week और वहाँ पे वो classes लेंगे. So in cases में the students who are opting for Q&I program, they are dedicated a section and our teachers teach them maths and science. ये पहला model है. The second model is a hybrid model, जहाँ हमारे teachers हमारे centralized studios में, so the best of the teachers who have been part of the system 15-20 years from reputed institutes, they are going to be teaching these concepts from our studios, state-of-the-art studios. और उसी टाइम पे ये classes हमारे smart board के through classes schools में deliver हो रही होंगी. What we are going to do is train the teachers in the school to be present in the class and organize the class, take care of the CBSE level subjective assessments, the doubts. So we are going to train them there and they are going to be available in the class. The second step after, the third step after learning, so these are the two essential models. One, जहाँ हमारे teachers physically जाएंगे and they take care of the students in a separate section. And the second model is the hybrid model. Hybrid why? Because we are conducting the class in an online mode and the school teachers are present within the classroom. After the learning, the next step is practice and assessments, जहाँ हम homework देते हैं, जहाँ हम tests लेते हैं. So all that is taken care of through the adaptive assessment platform that we have built in called Q&I. Q&I के adaptive platform पे बच्चे जाकर practice करते हैं. When I say they practice, obviously there is a requirement of a device there, right? जो device है, so within the school जब हम on-site करते हैं, so there are specific lab hours जहाँ पे बच्चे practice करेंगे, जो weekly या monthly assessments होते हैं वो school में होंगी. But beyond that जो उनका homework है, that is taken up on a device. Now device जो है, most of the students may already be having a device. If not, जैसे कई जगह challenge आता है कि 3 बच्चे हैं, 2 बच्चे हैं, phone एक है. Again, there is another issue of students surfing different websites. Obviously, we have to give them that opportunity and let them surf and figure out what is right and wrong, teach them about it. But we have taken some preventive measures, क्योंकि कई parents इस सवाल को उठाएंगे कि हम अगर device और phone देने लगेंगे तो बच्चे इधर-उधर distracted रहेंगे. So what we do, क्योंकि हम technology company है, we also have on request हम लोग devices भी provide कर सकते हैं. So we are not selling devices, but we can provision it for you on a returnable basis. मतलब हम बच्चे को provide करेंगे और साल के बाद हम वो device ले लेंगे ताकि उसको burden ना पड़े उस device का. जो इन device की खासियत होगी उसमें ये होगा कि हम एक software डालते हैं जो बाकी सारी websites को block कर देता है. So the children will not be able to open any website. उन devices पे 9-inch tablet devices होते हैं. उस device पे they can only open the Q&I application, and for these tutorials, जिसके बारे में मैं बताऊंगा, tutorials के लिए they can open and take the online live classes. So these are the only two things that they have the option to do. तो जो devices होंगे, तो ये जो problem आती है कि बच्चा distracted हो जाएगा, device देना पड़ेगा, वो problem take care हो जाती है. So adaptive practice and assessment on the Q&I platform, on the device. The fourth element is जब practice कर रहा है, assessment कर रहा है, because power of data is where you can leverage technology. तो जो एनालिटिक्स हम डेवलप करते हैं या एनालिटिक्स जो प्रोवाइड करते हैं, जो फीडबैक देते हैं हम बच्चों को, उसमें सिर्फ ये नहीं बताते हैं कि आज बच्चे ने कैसा परफॉर्म किया, उसमें हम ये भी बताते हैं कि अभी तक जो परफॉर्मेंस बच्चे की रही है उससे क्या वो जो उसका अल्टीमेट ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि भाई मुझे बोर्ड में अच्छा करना है, मुझे जेई में अच्छा करना है, मुझे नीट में अच्छा करना है, मुझे सीयूईटी में अच्छा करना है, क्या वो उस रास्ते पे सही तरीके से जा रहा है. जैसे गूगल मैप्स में हम जर्नी शुरू करते हैं तो हम जहाँ जाते हैं, जहाँ जाना है वो डालते हैं और देखते हैं कि कितनी देर में पहुंचाएगा, किस रास्ते से बेस्ट है जाना. सिमिलरली लर्निंग के लिए Q&I एक गूगल मैप है, जहाँ बच्चा जिस दिन भी हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे आता है, हमारे प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन करता है, वो ये बताता है कि 2 साल बाद, 1 साल बाद उसको क्या अचीव करना है, और उसके बाद Q&I उसके लिए एक जर्नी बनाता है बेस्ड ऑन कि वो कैसा कर रहा है. जर्नी के साथ साथ Q&I ये भी बताता है कि आपको क्या क्या रेमेडी लेना पड़ेगा ताकि आपकी जो गैप्स हैं या आपका जो रास्ता है वो स्मूथ रहे. सो दीज आर द 2 थिंग्स दैट फॉर्म अ पार्ट ऑफ द एनालिटिक्स दैट वी गिव. इसको हम लोग कहते हैं प्रिडिक्टिव एनालिटिक्स. मतलब द करंट स्टेटस तो आपको बताएगा ही, आपके लिए आगे का रास्ता भी प्रिडिक्ट करेगा. आफ्टर द डीप एनालिटिक्स, और जहां हमें यह पता चल जाता है कि बच्चे की लर्निंग में गैप कहां है, द फाइनल स्टेप इज द लाइव नीड बेस्ड ट्यूटोरियल, जहां पे बच्चे, हम लोगों को यह पता चल जाता है डेटा से कि बच्चा किस कॉन्सेप्ट में वीक है, स्ट्रांग है, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली वी कैन इनवाइट देम टू आवर स्पेशल सेशंस. स्पेशल सेशंस जहां पे बहुत चुनिंदा 35 से 50 बच्चे रहेंगे और उनके इंडिविजुअल और होमोजीनियस होंगे. मतलब ऐसे कॉन्सेप्ट में ऐसा बच्चा आए जो सारे बच्चे एक लेवल के हों, उनको बचा ला के हम लोग ट्यूटोरियल्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं. सो दैट providing that, bridging that gap or that remedial action is done at a very very focused level. तो इस तरीके से हम लोग लाइव नीड बेस्ड ट्यूटोरियल के थ्रू उनके लर्निंग गैप्स को ब्रिज करते हैं, एंड दैट इज हाउ वी कंप्लीट द लर्निंग साइकिल फॉर द चिल्ड्रन. तो ये हमारा एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन है टू ब्रिंग अबाउट इन द स्कूल, एंड देन वी कंप्लीट द लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स एंड डिलीवर बेटर लर्निंग आउटकम्स. In terms of the success that we have enjoyed so far, Q&I was launched last year. We had around 50 schools on board. Last year हमने launch नहीं किया था, it was more of a pre-launch, जहां हम लोग test out कर रहे थे, figure out कर रहे थे कि किस तरीके से हम लोग best efficacy, best results ला पाएंगे. हमारे platform पे last year लगभग 5,000 बच्चे आए थे. The success rate for us was 15% in JEE 2024. And when I talk about success rate, it means the students who scored more than 90 percentile, as opposed to the national average of 4%. तो हमारा success rate वहाँ से 15% आया, और ये 15% इसलिए आया क्योंकि हमने ये solution schools के साथ मिल के implement किया था. We ran some pilot projects for some state governments as well, and the best result for us was 99.93 percentile in the last year's JEE Main 2024. That has been the story so far. As part of the initiative or the launch this year, we are now going out to different cities like Agra and other places, जहाँ पे हम schools के साथ मिल रहे हैं, उनके साथ उनका feedback, insights ले रहे हैं, and we are exploring the opportunity to collaborate with them and provide the solution or the offering to the students in the respective schools. That is, in a nutshell, a brief about the program. In terms of the financials, again, we are going to talk about the financials when we come to you. We probably connect one-to-one as well. The financials have, we have made sure that the financials are in an affordable range, because technology जब हम implement करेंगे, अगर वो महंगी होगी तो वो कभी भी implement नहीं हो पाएगी. So that is one element that we take care of. The second is to make sure that the school's academic journey or academic plan, academic calendar is not disturbed. For that, हम लोग one-to-one customize करते हैं उस journey को. So all these things we will discuss one-to-one, sir. And my team would be available right now to take any of your questions. if you have at a personal level on this program offering as well. For now, abhi मैं forum open करूँगा for the questions now, and we'll take as many questions to clear the doubts. And
that area is untouched in your program. 70% students rather
Right,
now, because the time is changing. IT JEE had its own importance, but अभी 70% students कॉमर्स और ह्यूमैनिटी में नॉर्मली हर स्कूल में है, तो उन बच्चों को हमने अभी साइडलाइन किया है. सेकेंड, जो प्राइसिंग इज अ बिग चैलेंज, अगर आप उसको अभी हमें बताएं या बाद में स्कूल टू स्कूल इट विल वेरी.
because it is implemented in school, it depends on the number of students there. तो एक general नहीं हो सकता है, but we will definitely talk about that.
Okay.
In terms of leaving out humanity, so we are not leaving out, we are developing. क्योंकि कहीं से भी शुरुआत जब होती है तो we'll have to take a few programs. अभी JEE NEET के लिए if you are looking at it, लगभग 1 करोड़ बच्चे 11th and 12th में कंप्लीट, अगर आप देखें एंड ड्रॉपर्स को देखें तो लगभग 1 करोड़ बच्चे इस एग्जाम की तैयारी करते हैं. ऑब्वियसली लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स अभी ह्यूमैनिटीज कॉमर्स के हैं, और उस चीज को ध्यान में रख के हम लोग सोल्यूशन डेवलप कर रहे हैं. वी आर डेवलपिंग सोल्यूशन फॉर क्लैट, वी आर डेवलपिंग सोल्यूशंस फॉर द ह्यूमैनिटीज कॉमर्स subjects in CUET as well. But obviously, because we are actually focusing on the quality of the content that goes in, क्योंकि Thomson Digital has been a content company and a technology company. तो जो भी हमारा content आता है, it's not a question bank कि हमने उठा के डाल दिया. It takes time for us. So within the next 2 years, as per the vision of the company, we are going to introduce CLAT and the commerce and humanities subjects in CUET as well. Yes, ma'am.
How this Q&I will be judging the learning patterns of the students?
So there are key learning skills. When we are introducing this platform to the students, we figure out, we understand that to solve any question or to master any concept, there are some learning skills that the child needs to hone. और इन लर्निंग स्किल्स को हमने 2 पार्ट में बांटा है. एक है कोर लर्निंग स्किल और एक हम कहते हैं स्ट्रैटेजिक लर्निंग स्किल. कोर लर्निंग स्किल जिसमें एप्लीकेशन, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, नॉलेज एंड इवैल्यूएशन आता है एज पर ब्लूम्स टैक्सोनॉमी. और जो स्ट्रैटेजिक लर्निंग स्किल है उसमें एक्यूरेसी, टाइम मैनेजमेंट, स्पीड, ये फैक्टर्स आते हैं. जब बच्चा सॉल्व करता है क्वेश्चंस हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे, तो हर क्वेश्चन टैग्ड होता है. हर क्वेश्चन में सिर्फ सही और गलत हम लोग नहीं मार्क करते हैं. हर क्वेश्चन में हम ये बताते हैं कि ये किस कॉन्सेप्ट पे है, इसमें कौन सी लर्निंग स्किल इन्वॉल्व है, इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए क्या कॉन्सेप्ट आपको आना चाहिए. सो ऑल दैट इंफॉर्मेशन इज देयर स्टोर्ड इन द क्वेश्चन. तो बच्चा जैसे ही सवाल गलत करता है, सही करता है, कोई स्पेसिफिक ऑप्शन चूज करता है आंसर का, प्लेटफॉर्म उस जो बैकग्राउंड में जो सिस्टम चल रहा है, दे अंडरस्टैंड. सो वी फोकस ऑन द कोर लर्निंग स्किल्स, वी फोकस ऑन द स्ट्रैटेजिक लर्निंग स्किल्स टू इंप्रूव द लर्निंग फॉर द चाइल्ड.
See, you would agree that every individual or every child has different learning patterns.
Right.
Coming to the learning skills, these are two as per you, the core and the
Strategic.
core strategic. But learning patterns, I'm talking about
The levels
there
of
should
the
be
child.
the ladder
Yes.
to the assessments
Right.
or to the evaluation.
Right. So this is adaptive. So easy, medium, or difficult nahi. So we have, when we design a question, there are multiple levels, as many as 27 levels of difficulty that we define. And every child will get their own set of questions. For the same concept, सबके पास अलग-अलग assessment या अलग-अलग practice questions आएंगे. Obviously कुछ standard tests भी होंगे क्योंकि they have to take the same exam. But जो preparation journey है वो adaptive होगी. तो एक बच्चा जो अभी weak है, उसके basic concepts clear नहीं है, उसको हम धीरे-धीरे ऊपर ले जाएंगे. उसी टाइम पे कोई बच्चा मास्टर कर चुका है बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स, उसको वो बेसिक क्वेश्चंस की जरूरत नहीं है, उसको फिर एडवांस्ड प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगी. सो दैट इज व्हाट द अडैप्टिव प्लेटफॉर्म डज. सॉल्यूशंस देखोगे एटलीस्ट फॉर द हायर ग्रेड्स 11th 12th में इन सिंक विद द स्कूल, वर्किंग विद द स्कूल वाले सॉल्यूशंस अवेलेबल नहीं है. सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन दे ऑफर यू अ प्रोग्राम, लेकिन स्कूल का करिकुलम अलग ही चलता है. सो दैट इज अनदर डिफरेंशिएटर दैट वी हैव. So these are the 2 key things that makes us different. Any other question? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Class 8 onwards. So for 8, 9 and 10, so 8, 9 and 10 के लिए, we don't have a program that we call as a JEE or a NEET प्रोग्राम, क्योंकि बच्चे उस टाइम पे सीख रहे हैं, उनको पहले सीखने देना चाहिए. आई कम फ्रॉम अ सिमिलर बैकग्राउंड, मैंने भी IIT क्लियर किया था, तो 10th तक मुझे किसी ने नहीं बोला था कि JEE की तैयारी करो या नीट की तैयारी करो. 8, 9 and 10 basically is foundation, and foundation का मतलब उस एग्जाम के लिए foundation नहीं, they have to inculcate the learning skills. तो हमारा जो 8, 9, 10 का program है, that focuses on building the foundational learning skills of the child. 11th and 12th में, it's focused on these competitive examinations.
And there has to be some career guidance as well.
Right,
The child
ma'am.
doesn't know what
Absolutely,
to choose,
absolutely.
how to go about it.
So for these foundational grades, especially in class 10th, maybe the career counseling workshops, the psychometric tests. So we conduct those as well. So we have experts who conduct these sessions online. There are some tests, etc., diagnostics. So all that is part of the program. So that goes on. क्योंकि बच्चे के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा ये भी ज़रूरी है. In addition to the academic program that we have these kinds of workshops conducted on a regular basis because they have to be guided.
Right.
And the basis will be the background or the data that we have. So that data, using that data, we'll be able to guide them better.
Right.
So it starts from 8, 9 and 10. 8, 9 and 10 में we offer math, science and social science to begin with. अभी हम ये 3 subjects दे रहे हैं. And 11th and 12th में it's maths and science. Maths, PCM or PCB, depending on whether the child wants to go for engineering or probably maths and non-medical.
Thank you.
I have a question for you. Actually, I want to quote one example. As Sir said that for past 50 years, we were working in America and Europe. We were doing on the research and all. So I have an example of Wipro company. All of us are knowing that the consultancies that they are outsourcing the datas. So one small city is there in Brazil, which is Natal. There one primary school is there, those who were not having the internet facility or the teachers were not equipped with that. So Wipro has opened one computer incubator learning system over there. They were helping it out with the help of an NGO so that all the students, all the teachers can go with that. So don't you think that it will be a better option to start it out so that if the students are not able to face it out or the schools are not able to bear it, some of the NGOs can collaborate or some of the consultancies can collaborate and start this program?
Various backgrounds as well. So there are 2 aspects that we look into. One is where we connect with schools like you and we pitch the program where the schools also participate and the parents also pay for it because there is certain cost involved in it. But for these challenged places where the infrastructure is a problem, we are trying to work out a way with the state governments as well. As I said, we have run a pilot project in Delhi. So we have run that project and we are now seeking out other ventures or other initiatives with the other state governments also. So that is a work in progress. Because state के पास वो infrastructure या वो strength होती है कि they can implement it at a very large scale. So this is a solution that we have been taking and we have been meeting education ministers across several states, especially Northeast, जहाँ पे ये infrastructure is a challenge.
That's a good one that has to be started
Yes,
out.
ma'am. Methods हैं. एक जहाँ physical teaching होती है. The second is where our teachers are teaching online. But we can customize. So again, वो school to school होता है. Just like every child is unique, every school is also unique. तो जो financial वाला aspect है, we work that out with the school. It depends on the number of students that are there and how we can implement it. So we will definitely try to address that. Obviously, there will be certain restraints or the restrictions, because there is a certain cost that will be involved. But we will try to make sure that within the constraints that you have in terms of fee, हम लोग कोई solution work out कर सकें. So we will definitely get in touch.
Actually, I think
A lot of schools will have. Agra, we have been to other places. Bareilly भी हम लोग गए. वहाँ पे भी ऐसे problems आती हैं. So this is not something unique to this particular city. तो ये problem हमें पता है, and that is why we customize it. तो एक बार हम जब school के साथ interact करके ये समझेंगे कि उनके बच्चे क्या हैं, aspirations क्या है, क्या requirement है, probably we will be in a very good position to provide you a solution that works best for you, for the parents, students, and also for us.
Okay, thank you.
We need your support. So the next step is that only. So after this, probably, अभी भी आपके कुछ questions होंगे, तो my team is all around in the green t-shirt. So we will talk about any of your queries that you have. Beyond that, next week what we intend to do is connect with you once over call, try to reach you out through a virtual meeting, 30 minutes, 45 minutes अगर आप दे सकें, with your teachers as well. जहां हम प्रोग्राम के बारे में थोड़े और डिटेल में बात कर सकें, एंड स्पेसिफिकली हर स्कूल की अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट है, तो वो रिक्वायरमेंट समझ सकें और आपके लिए एक यूनिक प्रपोजल हम लोग प्रिपेयर कर सकें. और अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हो टेक्नोलॉजी को कोलैबोरेट करने के लिए, वील अगेन पे अ विजिट हियर, visit your school, understand how you can implement it together, reach out to the parents, reach out to the students, convince them on how this product is or this program is going to benefit them, tell them about what are the outcomes that we are expecting, और इसको हम लोग implement करने की कोशिश करें. क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी आएगी तब जब आप स्कूल लीडर्स इस चीज को आगे ले जाएं. आपकी एंडोर्समेंट के बिना कोई सोल्यूशन इंप्लीमेंट करना इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी पॉसिबल. सो दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी लुक फॉरवर्ड टू.
Sir, I too want to ask a simple question from
Yes,
you.
yes.
Actually, from the long of the hours, I'm just thinking about that while the solutions, the problems, everything will be diagnosed by you, what is actually the role of the school and the teachers in that scenario, in the upbringing and about to the, means like educating to the, means to our child?
So when we are talking about the hybrid program, when I say that we are going to understand and we are going to deliver, there are certain roles and responsibilities that we will distribute amongst ourselves. So there are certain aspects. अगर आप online program या hybrid program जिसे हम कह रहे हैं, if you are opting for that, subjective assessment of the child probably is not going to be feasible for us because we are going to be there. तो हम लोग concepts, advanced learning provide करेंगे, but the school teachers are going to be there working with us to ensure that the subjective part, जो उसको लिख के करना है, that part is taken care of. So when we are designing the solution, the focus is there that the teachers के जो आपके school के हैं, उनको reinforce कर रहा हो. From the school perspective, आपको as a stakeholder, because you are central to it, because trust parents का आपके साथ है, so you need to be at the core of it. You have to see how the program is doing. So the monitoring है, the updates हैं, that part of the whole solution or the program implementation that we are doing, वहाँ school leaders का role होगा. So teachers will have their defined roles. We will talk about it जब हम nitty-gritties में जाएंगे and we work out the academic plan and see what the roles of the school teachers would be. So that is something that we will work out. Any other query? All right. Thank you for your patient hearing, and we look forward to connecting with all of you sometime over the next couple of weeks, 3 weeks, and then take it up from there and see how we can implement the solution at your school. And we are there to work out a program offering with you. Take it to the parents, take it to the students, try to convince them and get them on board and implement this particular learning drive. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Anurag, for such an informative and engaging session. Thank you to our audience for interacting. Now we move on to a very special part of today's event. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce our awards segment. This moment is dedicated to honoring the individuals who've gone above and beyond in shaping the future of education. Today we celebrate the educators, leaders, and change makers. Today we celebrate you. You continuously strive for excellence in your work. These awards are a testament to your extraordinary contribution, leadership, and vision. Please join me as we start celebrating each one of you. Now, without further ado, let's begin the award ceremony. I would like to invite our Executive Director and CEO, Mr. Vinay Kumar Singh. Sir, may I please request you to kindly do the honors? Please Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, sir. Please put your hands together for Mr. Puneet Vashish, Principal, Sriloka Public School and our panelists. Please put your hands together for Ms. Swati Ahuja, Principal, Police Modern School. Congratulations, ma'am. Let's hear a louder applause, everybody, please. The next award goes to Dr. Atul Kulkosha, Principal, GS School. Dr. Rupinder Kaur, Principal, Heritage Public School. Please put your hands together for her. Let's have Dr. D.P. Yadav, Chairman, Q&I Today. Let's have Miss Pooja Agarwal, Principal, Indian Era Public School. My apologies, sorry. Miss Anita Jadao, Principal, Heritage Public School. Take a word and talk. Miss Anita Jadao, Principal, Heritage Public School. I repeat, Anita Jadon. next award goes to Ms. Trapti Chauhan, Principal, Delhi Public International School. Have Mr. Arun Agarwal, a candidate head of Cambridge School. Please put your hands together for Mr. Arun Agarwal. Now let's have Dr. Sharmila Gupta, Principal, Delhi Public Schools. Please let me hear a big round of applause for her. Thank you. Next award goes to Ms. Poonam Maheshwari, Principal, Agra Public School. May I please invite Mr. Devendra, Director, DPS Mohabad. Congratulations. There are two honorary mentions. May I please invite Dr. Shami Tomar, Director. Congratulations. I would like to invite Ms. Gayatri Ratnani on behalf of doing the honors. With that, we come to the end of the award ceremony. Once again, a big congratulations to each one of you. As we come to the close of today's event, it is my privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all who have made education today in Agra such a remarkable success. To our award recipients, congratulations once again. Your dedication, passion, and relentless pursuit of excellence in education are truly commendable. To our esteemed panelists, thank you for sharing your valuable insights on how technology is shaping the future of education. Your expertise and thought-provoking ideas have undoubtedly sparked inspiration and new perspectives for all of us. To all our school leaders and educators, a special thank you for joining us today. Your unwavering commitment to nurturing young minds and guiding them to achieve their potential is truly inspiring. You are the pillars of education. In closing, finally, I would like to thank all the attendees for making time to be with us and engaging in such a meaningful discussions. There is refreshment served outside for, yes, sir. Yes, sure. Thanks for reminding, sir. So there's refreshment served outside, but before you all proceed, we would like to take a group photograph with all of you to remember this moment. Let's capture. Yes. Before you proceed outside, please stay here. We're going to take a group photograph first and then refreshments. Thank you.